that was linked with Man United yesterday, Dean, Christian Eriksen. The reports of Spurs, Brentford, Man United throwing their hat into the mix, making offers, depending on what publication you read. What's the latest with him and now his connection to coming to Old Trafford?
Yeah, look, I mean, I was always told that Eriksen's decision will be expected around mid-June. That was the timeline that was given to me when we were getting to the back end of last season. Brentford had talks with him heading into that last week of the season, just made sure that he knew that they wanted him. He knew how far they could push the boat out, what they plan for next year in terms that they're not settling for where they are right now. Like, this is just the start. But in the background, Tottenham were more than aware of his situation, totally respectful of the path he wants to take at this stage of his career. Like, you know, he's been through a very tough time, but he's come through it. And now he's got his sights obviously set on the World Cup as well. He wants to be in good form for that. Like, Denmark have just had a fantastic result at the weekend. They've got high hopes for the World Cup, for being dark horses at that tournament. So Man United, set out months ago saying there's no way that we get to the summer window and Man United are not in the conversation for Christian Eriksen. That won't happen. United will 100% give it a go because they have to. Like, again, it's a player that is ready and available on the market for nothing. And the caliber of play, the manager that you've got coming in, all fit. So they have to go for Eriksen. The smart money is probably on him going to Tottenham, if I'm totally honest. Like, Tottenham is a good emotional fit for him. They've got the level of football that he's looking for.
Yeah.
The only thing, I guess, the way that we have to balance this out is what kind of management does Eriksen want at this stage? Would he prefer Ten Hag to Conte? Maybe that's the thing that falls in United's favour. And as I say, Brentford are in the background, and there are some people at Brentford who are actually expecting him to sign. I personally am not, but it's not implausible. So it's an interesting one from that aspect here.
Well, it also mirrors sort of where fans are putting their money. Spurs are currently the bookies' favourites. People are fancying that to be the move that he makes. Of course, there's that familiarity. He'll get into that. I suppose the question around Man United is almost going to be, well, if they pull off De Jong, if they're giving opportunities to Donny, back to the information you were given, Bruno's just got this new deal. Now, a lot of Man United fans will say, well, Christian Eriksen still walks into that team. He's actually better, Prem proven. A lot of United fans want Eriksen over Bruno Fernandes. But the question for him will be, that's a lot of competition for those creative attacking midfield kind of roles.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have that issue at Tottenham because Harry Winks ain't a problem for me. Dele Alli's not there or in form anymore. And he flies back into that Spurs team. And as I said, that familiarity, the fans love him irrespective. So it's going to be a tough one, but the kind of deal I want to see Man United do, because he's free essentially. He doesn't eat into the quote unquote budget. There's a few of those freebies that have gone around in recent times. Kamara was very, very cheap. There was the lad that went to Juve in January, really cheap. I forget his name now, midfielder. There's been a few of these cheaper players that have been available, and United haven't really capitalized. I think there's a bit of a mistake, but Eriksen's going to be an interesting one to sort of see what happens in relation to that. Viewers, make sure you're hitting those like buttons, please. Let's get this past 500 likes while we're live on the air. I am saving some of your super chats because they're more connected to Chelsea. I'll bring them up in the Chelsea section. So that's it. Yeah. Zakaria, that was the midfielder I was thinking of. There's so many.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I just thought he was free, or he's going to be free, or he was available for like £10 million because his contract was running out. It just seemed like a no-brainer. Man United don't do good business like that. It annoys me. It's sort of like pick up, a cheap £8 million, £10 million player and sort of developing from there.